Bam! No intro necessary because A, we don't have one, and B, this is our night 2 video for our WrestleMania predictions. So we're going to dive right into it and tell you who we got. Boom.
Let's go.
All right. I'm going to start with the women, which is, it's going to be a mouthful to say because not one of them is a legit tag team. But we have Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez versus Natty and Shotzi versus Ronda and Shayna versus Sonya Deville and Chelsea Green. So, who do you?
Yeah. I have a feeling they're gonna have Ronda and Shayna win just because it's Ronda.
Yeah.
You know, I don't see them having her lose, especially in a thrown together tag team match like this.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm curious to see how this is gonna go because there's a lot of different people in this. You got Ronda in this. You got Liv Morgan, Raquel, Natty. You got Chelsea Green, who I must have. She's great. Chelsea Green, unbelievable.
She is killing this Karen gimmick. I need to speak to your manager. I want your manager's manager. It's perfect for her. It's
I'm just upset
so well.
that Carmella. I don't know what happened to her.
Me neither.
I don't know if it's an injury or what. She just revealed the set with Corey Graves, so I don't know. I don't know what's going on with her and why she's not in this match, but it'll be an okay match. I think it was just these showcase matches or just to get more talent on the card, which I'm fine with. I mean, there should be a match where it's just a thrown together match. It's just like, okay, we just want to get people on the card, and this is one of them. So it's fine. I think they'll have Ronda and Shayna win though, just because it's Ronda.
I'm going with Sonya and Chelsea. I don't know why. They'll actually probably be the ones that eat the pin, but just with where the gimmick. To be honest, as I'm saying it out loud now, they're probably going to lose just to further the complaining manager gimmick. So
they probably will.
But for the integrity of the live show, and being that I already wrote it down, I'm sticking with Chelsea and Sonya. But I think you're right. I think it's going to be Shayna and Ronda.
Yeah, I just Ronda. I think Ronda just has to go away for a while. Maybe go do something. Go do something outside of wrestling. Maybe go do a movie or television, or I don't know. Maybe an exhibition fight out there. I don't know. She's got to get her name value back, and it's just not. It's not there anymore, and it's like I don't know. It's just not what it used to be with Ronda. Her name isn't as big.
Her best match was WrestleMania 34, and that was her first.
Oh, without question, that was such a good tag team match.
Yeah,
that would have been one of the best mixed matches I've ever seen.
Yeah, I think so. And only 2 people in that match were able to really still go, and that was Ronda and Triple H.
Yeah, poor Kurt.
Yeah. Terrible, but
Kurt's knees.
Yeah, his knees, his neck, like I can't stand up straight. And I love Angle. I just watched him WrestleMania 18 against Kane. Random match.
Very random.
But it's Angle. It was a great match. He made it work. Speaking of making it work, a lot might take to get this match to work. And that's Omos versus Brock Lesnar. I don't know. It's getting the clicks. It's getting the views on YouTube whenever they do something. So it's, goddamn it,
it's a spectacle match. That's what I call it. It's a, when, they're going to face off and the crowd's going to be like, the crowd's going to be up for it. And then they're going to start wrestling and it's going to be like, ew. Maybe not. But then once Brock starts maybe suplexing him a bit, or get him off for the F5, they'll pop for that.
Yeah, I agree.
I'll tell you what, though, I don't know who's gonna win. Because
I'm going with Brock.
But if Brock is leaving, from all these rumors I'm hearing that Brock might be on the way out, or he might be taking a big break, they might want to have Omos go over. If Brock is staying, then you have Brock win. But if he's leaving, or I don't know.
I don't think Brock is leaving, because if Brock leaves, how do we get Brock Lesnar versus Dominic Mysterio? That's the match. That's the match we all want. We don't know it yet, but that's the match.
I'll tell you what, I'd pay money to see just Brock just beat the hell out of him.
Yeah, the facial expressions from Dom would be great.
I hope Brock's not done, because I want to see Brock and Gunther. So
Brock could still go. There's no reason why Brock should retire. He, doesn't have a full schedule. It's pretty easy for him. He comes, does a couple of suplexes, he goes back home, bangs his wife, bangs Sable, then he comes back and he does some more suplexes and throws in an F5. He's not leaving.
The only other thing I could think of is maybe he's trying to get leverage, saying he's going to leave for his new contract, or maybe he wants to do something in UFC.
Pay him the money. Pay Brock the money.
I
we don't want Brock going.
I'm going to go with Brock just because I don't see him leaving. And I don't think they're going to have Brock lose to Omos.
No, he's not losing. And for the first time, I think since Shane and Taker, what mania was Shane and Taker for the Hell in a Cell? 32. That was
AT&T.
Yeah, 6 years, 7 years. WrestleMania 39, 7 years. Edge versus Finn Balor in a Hell in a Cell, and it's the old school original Hell in a Cell.
Thank God, that
none of this milk crate bullshit. That was terrible. That red one.
That was so bad, and I actually saw people defending on it on Twitter, and I just looked at those people and just said, I just muted them, because it was just like, why? Like, why would you defend something that bad? It just looked horrible. So I'm glad that the classic cage is back.
Me too.
But there's going to be a lot of smokes and mirrors in this. With the entrances, you're going to have Edge with the Brood. I'm even hearing Gangrel. Maybe he comes out with them or something like that.
You can't have Gangrel without Christian.
Well, paging Tony Khan.
Well, yeah. Hey, Tony. I know you got your plate filled right now with a lot of bullshit you got going on, but can we steal Christian for a minute? For a night? Yeah.
I have him on the roster. Yeah, you do.
He's like, Christian.
I pay him. He's on my roster. I wouldn't even known. Yeah, he's there, Tony. Just shuffle around. You'll find him. But that would be awesome. You know what? I'm going to go with Finn here, though. Because if they're going to have him come out as a demon, you can't have the demon lose. Especially the way we last saw him on WWE TV.
Don't talk about that. We don't
want to talk about that. No. That never happened.
No. I'm going with Finn, too, for the same reason. It's the demon. And, if you have Rhea win, you're having Dom win, and you're having Finn win,
ooh,
I think that's massive for Judgment Day.
Oh, it's humongous.
Humongous. So I'm going with Demon Balor as well. And the match of the night, possibly, for the prestigious Intercontinental Championship. You have Drew McIntyre, former Intercontinental Champion, versus Sheamus, who is never Intercontinental Champion. This is the only title that's eluded him in his career. And then you have Gunther, who's just been slapping everybody left and right, dominating WWE. I think that this is a triple threat, because the three of them are going to beat the shit out of each other, and it's going to be brutal. It's going to be the most physical match of the night.
Yeah.
And that's even with a Hell in a Cell match. But for me, I'm going with Sheamus pinning Drew McIntyre to win the Intercontinental Championship. So Gunther could move on to maybe something else, and he doesn't have to, take the pin.
I can make a case for all three guys. I really could. And I think I'm going to go Drew here. I'm going to go with Drew. And I say that because you can continue. You can have Drew pin Sheamus, leave Gunther out of the, he didn't lose the title by him. He didn't get pinned. And then you can continue this stuff going on with Drew and Sheamus. You ended they're having a little feud. So you could then continue with that. I think you go with Drew. I feel like no one is thinking that.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling they go with Drew. This is a tough one because all three. Gunther could win again, which I could see happening. Sheamus could become Grand Slam champion, but I think I'm going to go with Drew. I mean, it's a little outside the box, but I'll go with Drew, and I think he needs it, to be honest.
Drew hasn't been the same since he lost the WWE title to the Miz.
No, he's just kind of been floating around.
The Miz beat Drew McIntyre for the WWE title. That's the last time Miz cashed in the Money in the Bank when Bobby Lashley took out Drew.
Oh my God!
And then Bobby Lashley beat the Miz, and then
that was.
So, and Drew never got his WrestleMania moment in front of a crowd.
Yeah, and
that's
I'll tell you what,
terrible.
Terrible. Yeah, I'd have Drew win, but I wouldn't be surprised if Gunther won or if Sheamus. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with my Irish brethren, Sheamus, and it's gonna be a night for the Irish because Finn Balor and Sheamus are both gonna win.
There you go.
So that's what I'm going for. And this match, I'm not really sure what's gonna happen with Bianca Belair versus Asuka for the Raw Women's Championship.
I got a pretty good idea.
The story has been terrible. Listen, I understand the language barrier with Asuka. She can't really cut promos and stuff, but she's coming out looking like a fucking soccer mom with fucking blue bleach dripping from her mouth, and it's what's happening? What's going on here? I get it. This is former Asuka. I guess she was, this way maybe in Japan. I'm not really too familiar with it and everything, but get it off Bianca. It's been a year.
Yeah.
Need something a little fresh. She's the John Cena right now of the women's division. She's plowing through everyone. What's gonna happen?
You know what? She's over. The crowd loves her. She's fantastic in the ring. This was the type of match I don't really think needed a story. I feel like it's just let's just see the match. That's how I felt about this. I was like, and I saw people on Twitter saying, it hasn't really been a story and everything. I don't really need a story for this one. Let's just see the match, see how it goes. It's gonna be a great match. So this one I didn't do some what they did on Raw. They did some video vignettes of Bianca and Asuka. I thought that was great. Do stuff that's all they really need to do for me to get me interested because I just want to see the match. For me, story is good, but every once in a while I'm fine with just throw out a match and just have them have a 5-star classic. That's so. I'm gonna go with Asuka though.
Me too.
I think it's time Bianca drops it. It's getting a little boring.
Asuka wins. You think Carmella gets involved? You think that's why she's not around for the tag match, or maybe
no?
She's in LA.
I don't know what's going on with her. I don't know if she's hurt or what. I don't know. Like she was with Corey Graves today doing the
Her
set
boo.
reveal. So yeah, I'm sure he'll be upset that he can't announce her match. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with her.
Speaking of not knowing what's going on, this main event,
Oof.
the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, versus the Tribal Chief, the head of the table, the undisputed WWE Universal Champion, Roman Reigns. Now, I have been extremely vocal on Twitter about this. My fingers have been pop, every chance I get for every tweet that I see. Everyone's like, what's going to happen? They're like, Cody's pyro when he wins is going to be great. I'm like, you know what's better? Roman's pyro when he wins, because I believe, as a representative of the bloodline, we the ones, you can't pass up 1,000 days. And that's that is my only reason. That's my only reason. You're too close. It's a month away. It's a month away.
1,000, for me, 1,000 days means nothing. It's just, if you have this story to tell and finish it, you got to do it. And you have to have Cody win. I mean, if you don't have Cody win, okay, then what do you do? Then Cody has to continue to fight for the title. Why? It just, I don't know. This is how you have to end the story. Like Cody says, finish the story. This is if you don't do it now, then don't do it. That's how I feel. If you don't do it now, just don't do it at all. And if you don't have Cody win, it's just not gonna look great. You gotta have him win. He's your biggest baby face. When's the last time they had a baby face like Cody? I'd probably seen her.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. So you gotta pull the trigger. Gotta do it.
How many times was Cena champion and he was going against someone like, oh, this person should win, that person should win, and it never happened because of the story. You're right. Finish this. I agree with you 100%. Finish the story. 1,000 days is the end of this story. It hasn't happened since the Hogan days. Hulkamania.
Yeah, but nobody. They're not even hyping it. If they were hyping it up on television, like he's, 1,000 days is coming close. It's coming close. They really haven't been.
I think
hyping it up too much.
I think if you hype it up, then it's like, oh, he's going to lose. Like, oh, he's not getting the 1,000 days. The 1,000 days is not even part of them talking, during, the build up for the match.
I just feel like this is more important than the 1,000 days.
But look when Punk was champion. They mentioned it all the time. 400, 410, and then was it 434 or something along those lines? And you know what? Once they started really talking about it, you're like, oh, The Rock's gonna win. The Rock's taking that. He's not. Yeah. He's not. But Rock and Punk is not Roman and Cody. And for me, I don't think Cody right now needs a championship. He doesn't need it yet. He's not a 2-belt guy. He's not a 2-belt guy. If you wanna have Roman win and Cody be like, listen, I want a shot. I want a shot at the WWE title. Give up one of those belts. You could do something like that, and then Cody wins. And you know what? If Cody wanted to finish the story, last year was the perfect time. He returned at Mania. He beat Rollins. I believe he was supposed to win Money in the Bank later that year. And they pivoted to Theory. You have Cody win, and I think I said this before in a previous show. Cody wins, and he announces his cash in at SummerSlam. And then should have been at SummerSlam. It should have been Cody and Roman instead of Brock and Roman. They brought Brock back, I think, because they didn't have Cody. And for me, WWE is big. They're big on these things. X amount of days. Bianca, a year as champion.
I think if Roman wasn't facing Cody, and this story wasn't just right in front of them, I think they would have had Roman win. But you got a perfect story here, and then the next night on Raw, there you go. You have a story right there. The Bloodline is okay. What's next for the Bloodline? None of them have titles anymore. What's next for Roman? That's a whole new story they could tell on this whole Bloodline stuff.
I think that story is better if Roman keeps his titles and the Usos lose. Because then you could start with those little cracks, where Roman's like, what do I even have you guys here for? If you can't even beat Kevin and Sammy, you can't hold your titles. Like, what do you like? Do you even want to be in the Bloodline? Like, you're embarrassing me. Like, all the work I just want to see you do this.
I just want to see Monday, just all of them backstage, and none of them have titles, and they're all kind of like just on the same wavelength, and they're just like, okay, well, now what? And Roman's just
do it Monday night then. Do it Monday night. I know it's not the 1,000 days, and I know I'm going against what I'm saying, but if you really want to make a splash, really surprise people, Roman wins Sunday. Everybody thinks, oh, he's going to get us 1,000 days. And then he loses it to Cody in the next night. Not that Roman would wrestle on Raw, but you know what? No. Strike that. Excuse me. Can you remove that from the record? Thanks. I'm sticking with what I've been saying. Roman Reigns is going to reign supreme over Cody Rhodes and keep on going and reaches 1,000 days as the undisputed WWE Universal Champion.
Okay. All I'm gonna say is it's gonna be a lot of smoke in the air because Cody's pyro is gonna go crazy at the end with him holding both titles up, and that's gonna happen. He's gonna hug Brandy's gonna be in front row with his kid, and then he's gonna hug them, and he's gonna go up the ramp holds. But I can't wait.
This isn't WrestleMania 30. You're not getting your yes moment. You're not getting your Daniel Bryan holding up both belts.
He's gonna get it.
Winner. If I could do it in the Samantha Irvin voice, I would, because she absolutely crushes Roman's entrance.
She's just great.
Winner. And still WWE Undisputed Universal Champion Roman Reigns.
Maybe it's me. Maybe because I'm biased towards Cody. I'm a fan of Cody's. I don't know, but it just makes too much sense.
I like Cody. I'm not going against Cody. I'm not like, oh, he's an AEW guy. It's nothing like that. I just think that the story is bigger for Roman to reach 1,000 days. My opinion. I could be wrong.
I think the story is bigger if you have the Bloodline all vulnerable with no titles, and you start to see, cracks. You start to see a lot of cracks in the Bloodline. That's going to be the story. If the Usos leave them, and then Solo leaves them, or if Roman and Solo started a program together, oh my, that would be great.
I think it's too early to take the belts off Roman.
Oh my goodness.
I was laughing as I was saying that. No, but for real, it's for me, because you're starting to see that paranoia with Roman set in.
Exactly.
Where, Jay was missing for so long. This and that. Roman being paranoid without the titles means nothing. What does that mean? The whole Bloodline loss. Where does
he go from here? Where does he go from here? Where's his next turn? Who is it going to be? Somebody from the Bloodline? It's going to be are they going to do a 6-man at Backlash with Cody, Cody, Sammy, and KO versus Roman and Usos, and
you
then
could
maybe
do that with all the titles on the line. I like that. Bring it back to the 6-man from King of the Ring 2000, where it was, Taker, Kane, and Rock versus McMahon, Vince, Shane, and Triple H, and the title was on the line. You could do that. Cody, it's not Cody beating Roman, it's Cody winning the belt. That's what everyone cares about. Oh my God, it's the one belt my daddy didn't win. Did you know his dad is Dusty Rhodes? Did you know that?
Yeah.
For me, I don't want to ramble too long, but I think the story is Cody winning the belt, not Cody beating Roman, because their build has been good. They haven't touched. I don't want to jinx it because SmackDown's on in an hour, 50 minutes. So literally anything could happen between SmackDown and night 2, but they haven't got physical. The story's there verbally. Roman destroyed him last week on the mic about how he ran from being Stardust. He ran
These are really good
because he couldn't get over in AEW. I love that stuff. I just don't think that. I don't think Cody needs to win. I think Cody is great chasing it.
I think he's great chasing it too, but at some point, if this was happening at Backlash, then I could say, okay, have him lose, and then continue on to Mania. But we're at Mania,
right?
You have to have him win. I mean, if this was any other pay-per-view, if this was Elimination Chamber or okay, you have Cody lose and then we can continue the story and move on. But we're already at the end of the story. We're at Mania, so you kind of have to have him win.
Damn, I'm so annoyed because I had my thought right here. Oh, damn it! What was I going to say? Oh, I hate that. What were you just saying? You were talking about Cody win Mania. Okay, but the thing is, it's that, I'm not saying go all the way to SummerSlam. Because that's August. That's August 5th. I don't want, 1,500 days. I mean, that's not even close math. But, it's, for me, I think Roman should still be champ. And, okay, there you go. Got it. This wasn't even the original planned main event. They wanted The Rock. They wanted The Rock for a year. They honestly probably wanted The Rock before COVID when they mentioned that Mania was going to be in LA, because that was a perfect fit. But, The Rock, has bullshit excuse. Oh, I'm not in wrestling shape. Bro, hit the treadmill, run the ropes. You have all this fucking money. He's definitely in shape. Make some room in your ID paradise. Throw a ring in there. Hit the ropes. Build up your cardio, and let's go. But the fact that The Rock is someone that they wanted for Roman for almost a year, The Rock is not going to beat Roman Reigns. So why change that whole thing for Cody Rhodes? I get the story. I get it. Oh, he left, started his own company. They booed him. He left there. He came back, beat Rollins 3 straight times, but then he got hurt. Him getting hurt, I think, derailed Cody's story to get the title, because it would have happened at SummerSlam. And then this 1,000 days isn't even a thing. But the fact that we're so close to 1,000 days, and to me, it's a big deal that in this era, to where wrestling is on every second, every chance you blink, wrestling's on. Raw, NXT, SmackDown, 2 nights of WrestleMania. Sometimes we had 2 pay-per-views a month. 1,000 days in this era, Cena's never did it. Rock's never did it. Austin's never did it. Triple H never did it.
No, it's a huge accomplishment.
Hulk Hogan, brother. Hulk Hogan. I should have worn my Hogan shirt instead of my Owen shirt. But Owen's not a nugget. Roman's not a nugget. The only nugget here is probably Paul Heyman. But I honestly think, in my heart of hearts, and I don't want to talk about this anymore because it's been 30 minutes, I honestly think that Roman is victorious and he reaches 1,000 days, and then he loses the title somewhere between what's first, Backlash or the Saudi
Backlash? I think it's Backlash.
Who's it at Backlash? Because Roman's not going to Saudi, for the King of the Ring pay-per-view. Send Cody. No. Send the American Nightmare to fucking Saudi. They would love it. But for me, it's got to be Roman. I don't know.
Yes, I gotta go, my guy Cody. Not that I have anything against Roman. Roman's the biggest star in wrestling. He's right now. WWE is it's in a big time boom period right now for WWE. I mean, this is big, and he's the top star and a boom period right now. I mean, they're breaking gates every week. You just go on Twitter and it's just like, they broke another gate tonight. It's like, it's almost just becoming automatic. So he's the guy, but hey, Cody's the guy too now. I mean, he's the top baby face in the company. Yeah. And you gotta, like I said, finish the story. To me, if not now, then when? This is the perfect opportunity to just drop it. Give it to Cody, and let's see where we go from here with the bloodline. To me, that's more intriguing. I don't know. Maybe they go the other way. Maybe they do have Roman win. It could happen, but I'd be very surprised. I mean, I wouldn't be stunned, but I'd be like, wow, I'd be a little surprised. But I think we see Cody holding those two belts up in at the top of the ramp in pyro smoke, and he passes out.
Who knows? We don't know. You don't know. You people don't know.
No,
I don't even think Triple H knows right now. But what I do know is that SmackDown Hall of Fame tonight, tomorrow night, night 1 of WrestleMania, then Sunday night 2. I always try to do live tweeting. It's terrible. I don't have the attention span for it. I do too many side things. So I will be tweeting though. So tune in on Twitter to Rasslin and Addicts. Hit us up, tweet us, let us know what you think of our predictions. Are we completely out of our minds? Let me know that I'm delirious for thinking Roman's gonna win. Tell Sal Cody's definitely taking it. And tune in soon. We're going to have new shows eventually, weekly, because as you can tell, if you check that little icon in the corner, we have a new home, we have a new family, and we're excited to put out new content. Stay tuned, follow us, check us out, and don't forget, winner and still WWE champion, Roman Reigns. Thanks, guys. Take care. Let me just find the cool exit intro, and see you later.